go, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello, viewers of Executive TV. It's me, Chemayabua Anita, and this is the Good Shepherd Kids Paradise Show. As you can see, today we are in a different environment. Here is the Techiman Senior High School. Follow me as the program begins. Hello, viewers of Executive TV. It's me, your girl, Chemayabua Anita, and I'm the host for the program. This is the Good Shepherd Kids Paradise Show, and I'm here with my usual guest,
Can be the Matilda.
and
Cousin Rahel.
today our topic is very interesting. It's perennial flooding in Ghana, and we have a question which is it the government's fault or the citizens' fault? But before we start, Rahel, you are looking very beautiful today.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks. I like your hair.
What's your secret?
God, though.
It's good.
Since April 2017, Ghana has been experiencing a sharp alteration in its weather, which has recently resulted in widespread flooding, currently recorded in over 5 regions, which 4 has been highly affected. This flood has caused devastating impacts on humans' life, safety, destruction to properties, and livelihood. So before we start, we'll get to know what flood is. Matilda, when we say flood, what do you know about flood?
Okay. Flood is the overflow of large amounts of water of its normal limit, especially on dry lands.
Okay, Rahel, would you like to throw more light on what she said?
Um, Flood is a type of natural disaster that occurs when an overflow of water submerges a land which is usually dry.
Okay, I like your definition or explanation. And you know that recently flood occurred at East Legon.
And the day before yesterday too.
Yes, I was shocked when I heard that Almighty East Legon. Wow. So today we'll do it in a debate form. And Rahel, who are you for and who are you talking against?
I'm for the government and I'm talking against the citizens.
Viewers, Rahel is for the government and she's talking against the citizens. Matilda, who are you for and who are you talking against?
Okay. I'm for the citizens and I'm talking against the government.
Okay, so viewers, here starts our debate.
You know, as a citizen, when you're going to build a house, you need to go to the building and constructing agencies. So when you go to them and they tell you that the place you're coming to build your house is a waterlogged area, you don't have to build your house there. Don't build the house there. But citizens will continue to build their houses there. So when it rains and the place becomes flooded, they will say it's the government's fault. But they told you that where you are building your house is a waterlogged area. If you build the house, that it can cause flooding.
Yes, they told you already, so you don't have to build your house there.
No. How do you expect me to buy a plot and you come and tell me this place is a waterlogged area, so I shouldn't build my house there? I don't get that point because I can't buy a plot and you come and tell me this place is a waterlogged area, so I don't have to build my house there.
So what you're saying means you value the plot more than your money.
No, it's not like I value the plot more than my life. I can't buy a plot. Okay, put yourself in my shoes. You went to buy a plot and the building and constructing agencies came to tell you that this place is a waterlogged area, so don't build your house there. You are going to feel bad, right? You feel bad because I can't buy a plot and you come and tell me this place is a waterlogged area, so I should not build my house there.
Yes, you will feel bad, but I don't know why you are going to build your house there. Okay, if the flood occurs, keep quiet. Don't talk.
No. You know, in this world, you have to cut your coat according to your size. So I need to buy what my money can afford.
And you know that when you buy a plot at a low land, it can affect you very well.
I know, but maybe the money I have can afford to buy the low land, but the money I have cannot afford to buy the high land. So I'll go for what I can afford.
Okay, if you will go for what you can afford, then go for it. When flooding occurs, keep quiet. Rahel, what's your second point?
Okay, citizens, when they finish making their waste, they'll pour them into the drainage systems.
Yeah, some citizens, when they finish doing their waste, they pour it in the drainage system. It's not our fault. We are not being educated on flooding. So how do you expect us to keep the country clean whilst we are not being educated on it?
This is common sense. How can you finish making your waste and pour them into the drainage systems? Do you want another to come to your house and tell you that don't pour the waste into the drainage systems?
No, it's not like I want Nanadu to come to my house. I'm not being educated, right? I'm not educated on flooding and the consequences of flooding. So how do you expect me to keep the country clean whilst I don't know the consequences of flooding?
You know that although there are dustbins there, you still continue to put the waste into the drainage systems.
You said there are dustbins. Are there enough dustbins? There are not enough dustbins. So how do you expect me to keep the country clean whilst there are not enough dustbins?
You said there are not enough dustbins, meaning there are dustbins. So if even there are not dustbins, can't you dig a hole at the back of your house and burn the rubbish?
You said I should dig a hole. What if the winds blows it away?
You can burn them.
I should burn
No,
them.
if even you are coming to burn them and you forget that you didn't pick matches.
No, it's not like when you're coming, you have to come with the matches.
And you know that people always forget things easily, so they can
Yeah.
forget it mistakenly.
So you are now supporting Matilda.
No, I'm not being biased. I'm neutral. I speak the truth. So, Matilda.
Yes. So the government they need to educate us on flooding, the consequences and the effects so that we'll know. Because most of us we are not being educated on flooding. So how do you expect us to keep the country clean whilst we are not educated?
And you know there are citizens in Ghana here when they go to abroad, you see they'll make that place clean. When they come to Ghana, they will keep on littering here.
Yes, because there's no strict punishment. If there's strict punishment, I won't throw the rubbish there where I kept it. I'm not going to litter around, right? If there's strict punishment, or don't you agree with me?
I agree with you
Yeah,
very much.
because there's no strict punishment. That's why we are littering around anyhow.
So there should be strict punishment to those who litter around, right?
Yes.
And do you know that you can recycle things? We can recycle things, right?
Yes. So why is it that you are telling me to dig a hole, put the rubbish there? Why is it that you don't just provide us dustbins so that you make recycling? You can recycle the waste, bring out new things.
In Ghana.
The government is trying his best to provide enough dustbins for us.
So he should continue trying because I don't think there is enough dustbins in Ghana here.
Okay, viewers, now we've known that flooding is not caused by only the citizens, neither is it caused by the government. I think the government is playing his role and the citizens too. We have to help the government to play that role very well. So, viewers, we'll move on to the effects of flooding. Rahel.
Contracting of diseases. People living at flooded areas are at high risk of contracting diseases like cholera, malaria because of the stagnant water.
Yes, and typhoid fever too is part.
Yes, and loss of human lives. You know, when flooding happens, we can lose a lot of human lives when flooding happens.
Yes, and so we will continue on and move on to the preventions of flooding.
The government should provide enough dustbins so that citizens will not continue to litter around.
Yeah, it's true. The government need to provide us dustbins, and there should be strict punishment to those who litter around.
Yes, or there should be strict punishment to those who breach the law, and there should be provision of dustbins around vantage points or areas.
And citizens shouldn't build their houses near waterways.
Yeah, and I want to plead with the government. I want to send a message to the government. Please, the government, if you can afford to provide us, let's say, paper bags, I think it would be better because the paper bag, when you throw it away, it can easily rot, right? So the paper bag will be better than we using the rubber because the rubber is it contains chemicals. Yeah, which is very like it's not
Harmful
good.
to the body.
Yes, it's very harmful
Yes.
to the body.
Yes. So the government should provide us paper bags.
So we are pleading with the government. If they can, we are pleading. Good Shepherd Case Paradise Show, we are pleading with them to help us provide paper bags.
And citizens should not put their waste into gutters but rather dustbins.
Yes, and you know that when they put the waste in the gutters, the water cannot easily penetrate through the gutters. So they need not to do that.
It's true. We don't need to litter around. But because they are not dustbins and we are not educated, that's why we are doing all this. Because I don't think if I'm educated and I'm so sensitive, I won't throw rubbish away because I know the consequences of throwing rubbish away or the effects if I was educated.
Okay, viewers, this is the end of the discussion, and we've known that flooding is not caused by only citizens, but the government also needs to help us solve issues on flooding so that it will reduce the risks of flooding. Viewers, today I have a special surprise for you. Sit back, relax as we bring you a drama. Thank you. Matilda,
Yes,
do you know the last week we went to Accra?
yes. What
That
happened?
same week, I pounded plantain so it you enjoy.
You, you say you're a bad friend.
Me, I'm
You
not
prepared
bad.
food. You couldn't even wait for your friend.
Hey, just put food there 1 week for you to come back.
So is it
Then-
wrong to wait for me?
Yes.
You
1 week.
You kept food there. You prepared. You know my favorite. You couldn't even wait for me.
Why should I wait for you when you delay?
So if I would delay, that doesn't mean it's okay. Let's even cut that topic. I don't want to become angry with you. Auntie Mansa.
What did you do this time?
Hey, me there when I go, I bring some.
Eh?
When I go, I'll go and listen and come.
Hey,
Come and tell you.
hey.
Auntie Mansa. This popcorn crack.
Matilda.
What?
Why are you throwing rubbish away?
Inside your bedroom.
Is it your hall?
So, don't you know that if I don't throw the rubbish away, the Zoom lion workers, they will not get enough jobs.
But if you increase the rate, the government will increase their salary.
So let me throw it away. Their job is to clean the country. So let me throw it away.
If you travel abroad, you see this. God, yeah, I don't understand.
Here is Ghana. There's no punishment. There is abroad. Understood?
Then why the if Ghanaians travel abroad, they'll make that.
Because
But here,
they,
they'll-
because
this
we
place.
know that when we go there and we later around, they are going to punish us. So when we come to Ghana, we'll later around. But there, I'm not going to try that there.
No, I'm not going.
So you are not going.
I'm not going.
Then look at this one.
Matilda, I'm wanting to stop, but you're still doing.
Oh,
I'll be waiting. Go.
go.
Nakin. Hey, Rahel, listen. Stop what you are doing and listen to me. Don't you stop. In no time,
Stop.
it will be dirty. You know that I didn't even mop my house.
Is it your house?
But in no time, the kids will come and they will make that place dirty again. Hey, listen to the good news. I've bought a piece of land.
Hey, I'm happy for you.
The way me too, I'm happy, but you know the price? 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Hey, is it a refuse dam?
Why am I a water to live on the river?
Hey,
But do you know that that place is near a waterlogged area?
you said that place is near a waterlogged area and you continue to buy their house again.
Why? Is it true?
When it rains, the place become flooded. Your house can even collapse.
Hey, Rahel, you envy me.
Hey, my sister, shut up over there. Don't envy
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a land?
Yes, recently I bought a land.
How much?
9,000.
Hey! Yeah, I don't have money like that. So I'll use the 1,000 Ghana cedis to buy the land and I'll use the rest of the money to build the house.
You can leave.
Leave me alone. You are envy, oh, you are envy, jealous.
Come and listen to something.
Why are you coming to celebrate?
No.
Why?
You know that the APO will be coming here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, who is that?
The Environmental Protection Agency.
I don't know anything about it, but when will they come? The time?
Tomorrow, and they'll be educating us on flood.
Lad. Maybe I'll come. Bye bye.
rain. Let me go and bring my ball and come and go and call Whitley.
Yes.
Come. Why? It's about to rain, so go and bring your rubbish.
Okay.
Come. Should we throw it here or here? Okay. Oh, wait for me. Hey,
What?
Auntie Mama. Auntie Mama.
Hey, what is that?
Oh,
Environmental protection.
hey.
So you
Auntie Mama.
they're here to educate us on flooding.
When I was going, I found my
Yes. The
Auntie
prevention,
Mama was.
the causes, and everything. They come to educate us.
Hey, good afternoon. Hey, I said good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Uh-huh. We heard you talking about some environmental what?
Yes, the EPA is coming here tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
To do what? And who are they?
They are going to educate us
On flooding,
how to prevent it,
the causes.
the prevention, and the effects.
That one, what does it add to our lives?
It's going to show you throwing
Rubbish in the gutter.
the
It's
effect
no
of
good.
it. Yes.
When it's about to rain, you go and take your rubbish, pour it in the gutter, then
So-
to rain.
No.
Then to
So
cause
if you don't
flooding.
pour, wait. So if you don't pour the rubbish in the gutter, how are you guys going to get work to do?
Our work is not to sweep the streets. It's to pick the dustbins and go and put it in the Zoom Lion car.
You this girl. By the way, would there be any, any?
Serve yourself.
Tell yourself.
Yes.
I will be there. Which will come?
I will come.
Let's set our time.
9 o'clock a.m.
Oh, 9 o'clock. Yes. Guys, we'll be there. Would there be any children?
Yes.
I will be there. Whitney, let's go. We will not even go to the market again.
Don't put rubbish in the gutters.
This rat, I hate nonsense. When I'm talking, don't talk. Yo.
Let's move on like that.
So will you continue to build your house there?
Yes, I've already bought the plots. So what should I do?
And the APO will be coming here today.
You said the time is.
9 o'clock.
Let me check. Hey, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, let's go.
Then they've arrived.
Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rex for Danso and I'm from the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm here with my colleagues.
Dankwa Abigail.
Today, we are here to educate you all on flooding. First of all, when we say flooding is when an area of dry land, which is not usually underwater, becomes submerged as a result of natural phenomenon and human activities. I would like my sister to add something.
Okay, so some causes of flooding are dumping rubbish into gutters. So in case of any flood, the rubbish that have been dumped into the gutters block the way of the gutters. So when the rain is flowing, it can't go through the gutters freely. So we have to avoid the habit of littering around. Yes.
When it rains, when we throw the rubbish in the gutters and it rains, the water, the rain, it can drive them away. So it's just a rubber, right? It's just a rubber. So you can put it in the dustbin. And more to the point, when you don't even litter around, the Zoom Lion workers, they will not get enough work to do. Have you seen?
Okay, so the work of the Zoom Lion is to carry the dustbins and empty it so that you can litter into the dustbins, not on the environment. So the Zoom Lion will provide more dustbins so that you not litter around. But it's people's mindset to just be littering around. So,
Madam, people litter into drainage systems because there are no dustbins.
so from here, we advise the Zoom Lion workers to provide enough dustbins. But some people just don't want to get the dustbins. They'll just put their rubbish into rubbish and just throw them in the dustbin. Yes.
Madam, please, I'm Yabua Armstrong, one of the Zoom Lion workers. But the Zoom Lion workers, we are doing our work, but the Ghanaians, when they even see dustbin around, they will be littering around. So I'll plead to you to advise them to, put rubbish in the dustbin. That's what I have to say.
You said you are doing your best.
Yes.
Whitley, do you remember that last 2 weeks, the rubbish we threw at the gutter?
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you remember this morning we went there, it was still there.
Yes.
And you are saying you are doing your best.
But there were dustbins there.
There were dustbins where? Dustbins where? I should take it. I should take it. Yeah. Why am I a Zoom Lion worker? I'm not a Zoom Lion worker, so I don't need to take it. It's your job to take those rubbish.
What you're saying, is it good for you?
It's good for me because I have to say it so that I'll feel comfortable, okay? This girl. It's okay.
Okay, so enough dustbins are provided. You don't have to be throwing rubbish into gutters. The Zoom Lion, as I said, the Zoom Lion workers take the dustbins and empty them. So you don't have to litter and expect them to pick it from the dustbin. Because you aren't blind. There are dustbins around. You should have kept them in the dustbins. So don't expect the rubbish to be picked by a Zoom Lion worker whilst you see a dustbin there. Thank you.
Okay, so in order to prevent flooding, we must desil choked gutters, avoid building houses in waterways, and also develop the habit of dumping rubbish into dustbins. This will prevent waste from being into gutters and getting it choked, and also water can move freely in gutters without any difficulty. Citizens, let's all do well to help observe these ways to prevent flooding. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, madam, can we use stones as shields for foundation when we want to build houses at waterlogged areas? So before I answer your question, it's not a good habit to build your house in waterways or waterlogged areas. So back to your question, as you said, when you use stones as your shield, in case of flooding, the stones can protect your life. Flooding can cause harm to your lives and you can lose your properties. So you have to avoid building your houses in waterlogged areas. Thank you.
We thank you all for coming today. We hope you've all learned something about flooding, its cause, its effects, and prevention. We hope you work with the advice we gave you and make Ghana better. Thank
Before you go, these two girls plus this man, they told us that there's going to be some save yourself and some chilled drink. So,
Can I tell you something?
uh-huh.
You didn't come here to get educated or you came here to eat.
I came here for the food because I've not eaten since morning. Literally, the two of us, we have not yet eaten.
You came late.
So, what about the food?
Okay, maybe you got the wrong information. As the EPA workers, we came here to educate you, not to share food. Thank you for your attention. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next time.
Italy, do you know something? I think I've learned my lessons, what I did, because I don't think lecturing around will help us. I think I've regretted. So, are you two going to regret?
Yes, I've also regretted.
Lecturing around is not going to help us. What they said.
So, citizens, let's learn how to keep Ghana clean.
Yeah, I would like to tell Ghanaians to help us keep Ghana clean. Thank you.
Viewers, this is the end of the drama and here ends the program. See you next time. This is the Good Shepherd Kids Paradise Show. Bye. Hello, viewers of Executive TV. This is the Good Shepherd Kids Paradise Show. I'm Chamayabua Anita, the host for the show. The show is educative, exciting, and interactive. Remember to make time with us and you will never regret. Good Shepherd Kids Paradise Show, the most educative kids show. Bye!
I won't find so